Take precepts, stay diligent. The most I built this army, so now we militant. Your how is shy, coming like a thief in the night. Gotta stay woke, gotta watch vigilant.
Let me give you let me give you some quick evidence on what that word more means. And could you get that sign for the brother, the one that say the color one?
It's up there.
Oh, come. Now, he finds the word more, right? Now let's deal with this word black, all right? So if you see black, you see Crayola is it's black. And the word black, it means, black is, they say black is evil. You know, black means dark, void, empty. You know what I'm saying? That's what black is. Black, like a black void, a black hole. You know what I'm saying? That word black, you know what I'm saying? It's a derogatory word. But guess what? That means nothing. So they call you a black man. If somebody call you a black man or a black person, that means you're nothing. They basically calling you with a slick tongue, that you're nothing. That's what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, the Most High say that we're something. Give me 1 Peter 2 and verse 9. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Español? ¿Español? ¿Español poquito? Oh, grande. All right, brother. And I'm about to tell him about the encomienda. Read more.
Con. It's the World Encyclopedia edition M. It says more is a large area of open wasteland.
Open what?
Of open wasteland.
What is more?
Of open wasteland. A layer of peat that is usually wet covers some moors. The word is often applied to the moors of Scotland and other parts of the British Isles where heather grows in abundance. But there are also moors in Northwest Europe and North America.
All right, you can drop that now. Go to this definition of moor. Right here.
In ancient history, the Romans called the people of Northwestern Africa Maori, the region they lived in, Mauritania. These people belong to the larger group of the Berbers. Now look, the Moors, right? The Moors, you could drop that. You know what I'm saying? You could. So the Moors came. It's more in there. Oh yeah, bring that. As a matter of fact, bring that up. Bring that up. The Berbers became Muslims
They became what?
Muslims and adopted Arabic as their language.
They did what? I thought it was just their natural thing.
And adopted Arabic as their language.
When you adopt something, that means you learned it. That means you picked it up. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't nothing natural that you learned. That wasn't never an original tongue to the so-called black people. Bring it up.
It says they joined the Arabs.
They did what?
They joined the Arabs in conquering Spain during the 700s.
So you ever heard about that Renaissance, right? Or the Dark Ages, right? You know what I'm saying? So Israelite men, they look, bring that up.
It said the so-called Moorish civilization of the Middle Ages was in large part Arabic. In 1492, Ferdinand and Isabella of Spain
You heard about Ferdinand and Isabella of Spain, read.
Drove out the Moors and Jews.
They did what?
Drove out the Moors and Jews.
Drove out the Moors and the Jews. Now this is talking about the expulsion of the Jews in Spain and Portugal. You know what I'm saying? Because the Moors and Jews, you know what I'm saying, we became Moors because of the sub-Saharan slave trade. When our people fled to West Africa, right? You know what I'm saying? When our people fled to West Africa, and guess what? Got sold to the Greeks, to the Romans, by guess what? The Moors, who are guess what? Israelites. Not even no, they're not Israelites. Like it, they were Arabs. They was African people that learned Arabic from the Arabians. Hey, somebody give me that in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, and verse number 6, right quick, so we could bust that down. Joel 3 and 6. Bring it up.
I got you.
You got it? Hey, give me 1 Peter 2 and 9.
The book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 6. And it reads, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
You said what?
As a matter
of fact, start up from verse number 4.
Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre, and Zidon.
Tyre and Zidon. Zidon are these ancient Canaanite tribes. They're ancient. These are tribes in Canaan. You know what I'm saying? O Tyre and Zidon. Read.
And all the coasts of Palestine. Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
So look, so the Most High God talking, he popping his stuff to them like, y'all gonna recompense me for what y'all did to my people? Read.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
He said he did what?
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried it into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
What, the Israelites?
My goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah.
Of who?
Of Judah.
Of who?
Of Judah. And the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border.
Hey, because give me that poster right here. I know you, are you hip to this right here? This one, sorry. Bring it the other way. Come. You know what this is about? The transatlantic slave trade. This is what that's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because we was over there in West Africa, and a so-called white man to tell you, oh, Africans, are they so dumb that they sold Africans? Africans did not sell Africans. You know what I'm saying? Africans sold Israelites.
That's right.
To the so-called white man.
That's right.
And guess what happened when they got sold to them? They got dispersed across the four corners of the earth through the sub-Saharan and transatlantic slave trade. Now that one, where you got Moors from, was the sub-Saharan slave trade, when tribes fled captivity, as it talks about the book. Give me Second Esdras, Second Esdras, the 13th chapter, and verse number 41. Second Esdras 13. And verse 40, and start at 40, start at 40. Because it talks about the northern kingdom tribes were carried away in the sub-Saharan slave trade as well. And this is talking about the so-called the Mexicans and some of those brothers, you know what I'm saying, that fled captivity that stayed over there in West Africa.
So what's your nationality?
Our nationality, according to what the Lord said, would be an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Not an Israelite, because I used to be a Muslim. You know what I'm saying? But that goes to show like how much I thought about myself, that I gotta put away who I am and try to learn and adopt another type of lifestyle that it don't fit. You know what I'm saying? Because I picked up Paleo Hebrew just like that, because that was our original language. You know what I'm saying? Not to boast myself up or nothing like that, but that's because it just roll off the tongue. Like when you say Yah, Ha, Wah, it's just that easy. It's just naturally. Like how you can say it like Yahweh. Say it. Yahweh. See that? See, some people like, because they can't say it. But because of the fact that, guess what? It's not resonating with their spirit. To be able to say the Most High God, you could drop that sign. Hey, you could bring this out right quick. And it's going into the other tribes that fled during the sub-Saharan slave trade. Read this right quick.
Second Esdras 13 and 40.
Read out.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea.
See, that was carried away. And the Most High God, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the children of Israel, you know what I'm saying, the so-called black people, how did they get over here? How did they get to this land of America, bro? Like what form of transportation? Bet. Now, hey, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Keep reading though.
Out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whose son Manasseh the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Exactly. So King Hosea, hey, he was the king. Hey, during that time of Hosea, man, hey, the Assyrians carried away Israelites, and guess what they did? They taught them Islam. And guess what they called? They called them Moor. Meaning use a large wasteland. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and guess what? We're gonna change your name because you ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Y'all adopted Islam. Y'all picked up the Quran. You know what I'm saying? And y'all started praying to the rock.
I'm not a Moor.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, that wouldn't be a nationality. That would be a denomination, because a lot of these Moors, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people that call themselves Moors, they understand the history about the Moors and what they did. So they were like, oh, well, that was black people? Well, that's me. That's what happened to us. But no, listen, the Most High God said, and guess what? His people are going to be saved with a strange salvation. You know what I'm saying? If we repent and keep the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. Now those are just a group of people that ran, that fled, and they got carried away by the Assyrians. Now the Israelites, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Moses, right? You heard about Moses? What you know about Moses? Like just like off the top of your head, what can you say that he done that made you remember? He parted the Red Sea. But guess who he saved? But who walked through the Red Sea with him when he parted that Red Sea? It was the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people on this side of the board. He saved these people. You know what I'm saying? These are us. You know what I'm saying? But these are the derogatory names, the proverbs and bywords that Moses said the Israelites would go through if we did not keep the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. And give me the book of 4:1 right quick. And give me that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Exodus 22.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Check it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now Egypt, right? Why did Moses have to part the Red Sea for the Israelites to follow them? To escape from Egypt, because the Israelites was doing what in Egypt? They was their slaves. They bring that out.
It's the book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of freedom.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of free will.
Out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Hey, he said, thou shalt have no other gods before me. He said he's going to free us out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So Moses was telling the Israelites this. Hey, the Most High God said, if you keep my commandments, give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And I'm gonna finish dealing with this. Bring it up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
In bondage again. He's talking, and Moses is giving the message, the curses unto the Israelites. Hey, if you did keep my commandments, you know what I'm saying, you'll be blessed. But if you didn't keep my commandments, you'll be cursed. And that was Deuteronomy 28 and 1 and Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Now he's saying this right here to the Israelites that's sitting over there hearing these things. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if we keep the commandments, hey, we're gonna be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Is the so-called black people and Native American people, are they blessed in high society right now in America? No, because what we over here doing? We gotta walk around the corner and we gotta walk around with the Glock on our hip. You know what I'm saying? Anytime a brother may look at you too damn long, you may think he your op. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the Spanish people, and they over here killing each other. Just like we killing each other over here for blocks and drugs, over women, over money, over stupid things that doesn't have that's not gonna get us saved in these last days. We only damaging ourselves. But bring that up, bring that from the top one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What?
With ships.
Brother, how did we get over here, brother? With ships.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You ain't gonna know your homeland. You're gonna think you a Moor. You're gonna think you're a Muslim. You're gonna think when I ask you your nationality, you're gonna say I'm a Christian. You're gonna give me a denomination instead of a nationality. If I say what's your nationality, you're gonna give me a color out of a crayon box. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get. Hey, if I say what's your nationality, where you come from two different continents, Africa and America. You ain't gonna see it no more again, brother. Read.
And thine.
Hold on. Because what happened when the slaves got off the boats? What happened when they reached land America? What happened to them when they got off the boats? They was enslaved, but they did what to them when they got off the boats? They were what?
And thine you shall be sold.
Got sold when you got off them boats. To who?
Unto your enemy.
Who is the so-called white man?
Unto your enemy.
Hey, because would your friend do this to you? Would your friend do this to you? You know what I'm saying? Hey, would your friend put these on your neck? This right here? Jingle bells. And then guess what? Tell you to celebrate a holiday and sing a Christmas carol called Jingle Bells. Let's talk about a runaway slave. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Unto your enemies, for bondmen,
Slave man,
and bondwomen,
and slave woman, and child. Read.
and no man shall buy you.
Now, Martin Luther King gonna be able to buy you, cause that word buy means redeem. You know what I'm saying? Hey, didn't when Martin Luther King, some we gonna gather up, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna be, you know what I'm saying, all the people. But hey, when Martin Luther King realized that he just told his people the wrong thing, and he's about to tell them like, hey, look, nah, the white man ain't your friend. They killed him. When Malcolm X told the people, right? When Malcolm X told the people, hey, let's stand up and fight against our enemy. You know what I'm saying? And guess what happened to him? They killed him. When Marcus Garvey came over here, you know what they did? They exiled him, told him to get the hell back to your country. And then killed that man. You know what I'm saying? None of our leaders, Huey P. Newton, they killed him. Tupac Shakur father, who was there going healing people, who was healing people from and rehabbing them from doing dope. That's what they did. Locked them up for life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it was a whole people over there in Philadelphia, brother, they lived off the land. You know what they did? They dropped a bomb on them. You know what I'm saying? Moses said, hey, because you said that Moses parted the Red Sea and the Israelites walked through the Red Sea, right? He said we was gonna go into Egypt, meaning spiritual Egypt again, but this time on what form of transportation? Like you said, on what? Ships. So that's how you know that's a prophecy. Because prophecy is something that is foretold that came to pass. And Moses said that, and he prophesied that this and to the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? In the wilderness, that if you keep the Lord's commandments, you'll be blessed. If you don't, you'll be cursed. You know what I'm saying? And this is a prophecy. And this is how, and give me Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and verse number 46, right quick. Hold up. Come on, bring that out. Hold on. Because if you want to find McDonald's, say you riding down the highway, right? You hungry. You looking for something to eat. You want to get some Mickey D's. What you going to look for? The arches, right? Bet. So look, bring it up.
The book of Deuteronomy 28:46.
Bring it out!
And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So he said, hey, these curses is going to be upon the Israelites for a sign and a wonder. So if you wonder, and so you want to know who the Israelites are, you're going to look and know who the Israelites are by the curses that they're going through. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're going to know who the Israelites are. Not the blacks, not the Moors, not the Muslims, not the Christians, hey, but the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is how, because only the Israelites is going through these curses. Only the Israelites was brought here in chattel slavery on boats. Only the Israelites were sold by Africans who our people want to be like. You know what I'm saying? Wearing unks on their neck and earrings and getting it down half haircut with a dread hanging out the side, looking like a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I'm a Kemeticist. All the Kemetic signs. No, that stuff came from the Bible. This is your nationality. The Most High God said this is your heritage. He gave you laws and commandments for an heritage that you should keep. None else. Because he said, I'm the Lord your God and none else. You only have me known. Amos 3. Give me give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1, brother.
The book of Deuteronomy.
No, it's like it. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. Listen to this one last thing, brother. Hold that right quick. Bring this out.
Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
Bring it out!
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Black on black crime.
And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
So that's a single parent household, because guess what? Because you're having an evil eye towards your brother, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you might die, or you might go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You might not even do that, but you're gonna hate the wife of your bosom, your baby mother. You probably hear your homeboys or whatever. Man, my baby mother ain't none. They made a whole song. That dude Fujiano, baby mama ain't. Yeah, you know the song. You know what I'm saying? They talk trash about it. They talk trash about their baby mother. And then guess what? They leave their children, because that's the stigma about the so-called black man. But that's a curse that's on the Israelites.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. Did you grow up with your father in the household, brother? You did? You both parents? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't. I grew up with my mom. You know what I'm saying? Or some people, they just grew up with their father. Because it's even a curse that the woman is going to have an evil eye towards her husband. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and the sole of her feet that wouldn't travel for tenderness and delicateness. Hey, she going to be out here running around in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hating her husband, hating her son, letting her son grow up to be a street nigga or homosexual. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Now let me leave. Yes, and now look, Moses said that this would happen to the Israelites, who the world ignorantly calls blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. So Moses was speaking to the Israelites. What would your nationality be if these things line up with you? He said what? Tribe of Judah. That's right. You will be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, brother. Hey, brother, you gotta say that in the mic, brother. What's your nationality, brother?
Going on what you said, it'll be Judah.
You'll be Judah. So you'll be a what? An Israelite from the tribe of what? That's right, brother. That's who our people is, man. We are Israelites. We not niggas. We not black people. We not African. Hey, we're not African Americans. Hey, brother, let me leave you with one commandment, right, before you go. Because you need to know this. You know what I'm saying? You can start off with this just one thing. You got a Bible? You got a phone, right? All right, when you get a chance, download the King James Version Bible, brother. You know what I'm saying? On your phone. Give me the book of Leviticus. Take this with you. Do you eat pork? You eat what type of seafood you eat?
I eat salmon every night.
You eat shrimp? You eat crab? You eat mussels? Oysters? You know what I'm saying? You eat catfish?
Yeah. I know, I understand. It's hard
You can't eat catfish, man, because it don't got fins and scales. Now let me give you two commandments, two major ones, and I'm gonna be quick. I know you're a busy guy, but you got something to do. So let me get this real quick for you. Leviticus 11 and verse number 9.
The book of Deuteronomy, the book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever had fins and scales.
They have what?
Fins and scales in the water.
A catfish just got fins.
Fins and
I
scales.
can eat a shark.
Fins and scales.
Eat a stingray.
Fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So look, brother, hey, you can only eat out of the water fish. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, salmon is a clean fish, tuna is a clean fish. You got cod, that's a clean fish. Bass, flounder, those are clean fish. You know what I'm saying? Hey, even if you feeling a little fancy, a little expensive, you might get some red snapper. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Might get some snapper right quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, but these are other fish that you can eat out of the water. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he said, hey, you already don't eat pork, so that's good. But the Most High God said, hey, that's unclean because they bottom feeders. They don't chew the cud, meaning they don't digest their food. They got big sweat glands that help them swallow anything. You know what I'm saying? They eat dead people. They eat pigs if they had to. Man, they eat their own poop. You know what I'm saying? They'll eat whatever. You know what I'm saying? Give me little Leviticus 19 and verse number 17. And it's another commandment that if our people in our community kept this one commandment, bro, you hear me out? You know what I'm saying? Our community would be so much better, man, if we just kept this one commandment right here. Bring it out.
The book of Leviticus chapter 19 and 17.
Bring it out!
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Hey, we shouldn't hate our brothers, man. Not even just our brothers, our sisters as well. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible was written in masculine form. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, when it's talking about your brother, you're not going to sit over there and see your sisters down bad either. You know what I'm saying? Bring it up.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Now, rebuke, right? Rebuke is talking about, correction. That's what rebuke is. It's correction. You know what I'm saying? Read.
And not suffer sin upon him.
And not suffer sin upon him. Now, according to the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4, that sin is the transgression of the law. So that's what sin is. So when you, guess what? When you see your brother down bad, and you be like, well, shit, it ain't me. Now you're sinning because you're hating your brother in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Now because you're transgressing the law. To rebuke him, you're not rebuking him. You're not correcting him. You just say, well, I ain't got nothing to do with it. It ain't my fault. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you see your brother doing something that he ain't supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be, you might have a young brother or something that come up and be like, look, man, I'm about to rob this store, or I'm about to slide on my op, or I'm about to do this, I'm about to get high. And you don't rebuke that brother, meaning you don't correct that brother, you don't stop him from doing that wickedness, you're a part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? And you don't love him.
Say Esau call it an accessory.
Esau call it an accessory, man. And you're gonna get more time. Hey, brother. Hey, before you go, man, what's your nationality, man?
I gotta do my own research.
Hey, study to show yourself approved. But hey, your nationality, brother, like you said, like we went over briefly, we are Israelites from the tribe of Judah.
I understand.
All praises. So, are you still a black man, brother?
I never been a black man.
Okay, are you still a Moor, brother?
I'll do my research. And if it's meant for us to meet again, we'll meet again.
Lord willing, brother, Lord willing.
I know what we gotta do though.
All praises. Check that flyer out, brother, that we gave you. All praises to the Most High. See, you know what I'm saying? Man's goings are the Lord, man. He wasn't supposed to get this because he was about to walk that way. Now he going back that way. All praise to the Most High, man. Hey, change his direction, change his mind. He said, I'm a Moor. You know what I'm saying? Then he said, I'm an Israelite. Now I got to do my research. Yeah. That's what we all here to do, to get you to think, brother. Get you to think. Don't just go off of what the philosophy and vain deceits of this world. Give me your Colossians 2:8. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because these are traditions of men. Religion, man. Religion, man, is to divide and conquer. Every war that's happened in the world started with religion. Islam, they warred against the Byzantines and the Ottomans. They warred against the Byzantine dynasty. You know what I'm saying? The damn Romans, man. They battled against the damn Persians, man. You know what I'm saying? All of these wars that happened started with religion. Hey, we fought to keep the Lord's commandments. That to not follow religion. That's what we fought for. Because our forefathers didn't want to serve these other gods. They'd rather die. Hey, give me second address. You give me second address 10:33 and bring that out right quick.
This is the book of Colossians. 2nd chapter, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Say what?
Through philosophy and vain deceit.
What is religion?
Through philosophy and vain deceit.
What about Islam?
Through philosophy and vain deceit.
Christianity.
Through philosophy and vain deceit. After the tradition of men.
After what?
After the tradition of men.
What are these religions?
After the tradition of men. After the rudiments of the world.
After what?
After the rudiments of the world. And not after Christ.
And not after Christ, because Christ didn't tell you to follow Christianity. Christ didn't tell you to follow religion. Christ didn't even say worship me. He never said that. He said worship my Father, which is in heaven. He said in the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, verse 16, he said, let your light so shine before men so that you may glorify my Father which is in heaven. That's what he said.
That's exactly what he said.
That's what he said. Not to glorify me, not to glorify himself, but to glorify the Most High God.
That's right.
You know? Hey, these religions are philosophy and vain deceit, the traditions of men, the rudiments of the world. Because all Christianity do is tell you to believe. Believe. Just believe. Just believe, my brother. He said strong. Believe, my brother. Come on. With the knee in it. All that believe. That's madness. And tell you that to love your oppressor, man.
Which is a lie.
Look at it. As soon as I said it, the back of his neck turned red. You know what I'm saying? He got nervous. He was nervous. He was like, just don't say nothing. Just keep walking straight.
About to drag her down
Hey,
the street.
cut fried down egg on the back of that nugget, boy. Damn. Bring it out.
About to drag her down the
The
street.
book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 10, verse 33.
Bring it out!
Cause this is what we have to do as men of the Lord, man.
And he said unto me, stand up manfully.
He said what?
Stand up
I'll
manfully.
be effeminate.
Stand up manfully.
Just believe.
Stand up manfully, and I will advise thee.
And the Most High God is going to advise you, man. We got to stand up manfully for the Lord, man. And we got to stand up manfully against these traditions and rudiments of the world, man. Hey, these philosophies and vain deceit. Hey, breaking these strongholds and these narratives on our people. You know what I'm saying? This is what we out here to do. Through patience and comfort of the scriptures, man. Hey, we're going to give our people hope. Hey, give me that in the book of Romans, the 15th chapter, verse number 4.
Romans 15:4.
Yeah, and give me Romans 3 and 4.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4.
Get out.
For whatsoever things were written for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
For our demise.
Were written for our learning.
We just not gonna learn nothing. We just gonna keep listening to these philosophies.
Were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Hey, so we think through patience and comfort of these scriptures, man, not through religion and philosophy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, through patience and scripture, hey, through patience and comfort of the scripture, we're gonna have hope. Hey, give me Hebrews 11 and verse 1 right quick. Let me see that. Come on. Hebrews 11 and 1. It's down some. It's in the New Testament.
Okay.
It's all right here. Right there. Yup. They done let the bruise in the door. Sit down, praying. All praises to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because we gotta have patience and hope, man. And we gotta have faith, man. We gotta keep the faith. All praise to the Most High.
Bring that out.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Right.
For by it the elders obtain a good report. Through faith.
Through what?
Through faith. Through faith. We understand that the world was framed by the words of God.
That's right. So, hey, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, man. Hey, we gotta have faith in the evidence of the things that's hoped for, man, and the evidence of things not seen, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Through patience and hope and faith, we're gonna have comfort of the scripture. All praise. Come on over here, sister. Yeah. This word is for you, sister. All praises to the Most High. It's for the Most High, man. It's for the Most High, sister. It's all for the Most High.
She feeling that word you pushing to her.
All praises to the Most High, man. We pushing W for word,
Push
man.
that truth, my
No,
brother.
we pushing P for prophecy.
Hey, we pushing P for prophecy out here, man.
Push that truth, my brother.
All right, show my Sheikh Howard Shai, man.
God's word.
Hey, because all you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, you gotta wake up. Somebody give me Baruch the 4th chapter, man. Yeah, give me the book of Baruch chapter 4 and verse number 1.
The book of Baruch chapter 4 verse 1.
Bring it out.
This is the book of the commandments of God.
Of who?
Of the commandments of
I
God.
thought it was the book of Christianity.
Of the commandments of God.
I thought it was the book of Islam.
Of the commandments of God. And the law that endureth forever.
And the what?
And the law that endureth
I
forever.
thought the law was done away with.
That endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
Nah, they're gonna die.
Shall come to life. But such as leave it shall die.
Now the Most High God said, now if you leave these commandments and these laws and that's in this book, you're gonna die.
That's right.
Now our people think they got the same knowledge and the same mind as the Most High. When the Most High God said die, he's not talking about physically dying. It can be physical, but he talking about, hey, spiritually you're going to be dead. You're going to be spiritually dead. You're going to walk around thinking that all you got to do is believe, and you're going to be saved. And you're going to have a Christian church tell you, oh yeah, you're going to be beamed up out your clothes, and your clothes is going to be left behind. Stop watching that damn Rapture movie, man. It's bugged out. Nicolas Cage is lying to you. He's a pedophile. Yeah, man. Could be in the valley of the dry bones, man. Walk with the congregation of the dead.
Walking with the congregation of the dead.
You're gonna be walking around with these vile affections on.
That's right. Put
Hey,
your
somebody
hands
give
up,
me the book of Proverbs 16 and 18, because our people so powerful. Somebody else, you give me the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 4 and verse 2. Because our people are so powerful, our mind to get to thinking that, guess what?
I got it.
Hold that right quick. Hold that. Because we so powerful, and we thinking that, oh, we got the same mind as the Lord. Thinking we on the same level. Bring that out.
It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 4, verse 2.
Bring it out.
And said, thy heart had gone too far in this world, and thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High.
Hey, because our people think they can comprehend the ways of the Lord. Thinking, yeah, well, my pastor been preaching for 40 years, so, you know what I'm saying? He got the truth.
Pastor,
My pastor ain't lying to me.
Pastor Pochop.
You go there, all you do is tell you all types of feel-good things and sweet things, and you be broke.
Pastor Pochop.
You be broke at the end of the sermon. He done passed the collection plate
Physically and spiritually.
physically broke and spiritually broke.
That's right.
Hey, brother and sister, y'all got some time to hear the words of the Lord. The Most High God coming to meet us. Y'all gonna be ready? Y'all gonna be ready for the Most High to meet y'all? You already ready? Okay,
That's bold, man.
okay.
That's bold.
That's bold as heck.
That's blasphemy.
You know what I'm saying? That's just a prime example, man, about people of having pride, man.
That's blasphemy.
They more important. What's more important is meeting somebody in this world and not get ready to meet the Lord, because He's going to come for His people, and He's going to find you meeting whoever you about to go and meet with your sagging pants and your freaking dress on, man.
Blasphemy.
How you doing, sister? You got some time to hear the words of the Lord? All praise to the Most High. We'll hear this right here. Bring that out right quick.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18.
Bring it out.
Pride, go before destruction.
Say go before what?
Pride, go before destruction. And haughty spirit before a fall.
What?
And a haughty spirit before the fall.
Hey, because that's pride is what's gonna get you destroyed in these last days. You know what I'm saying? Our people are too prideful. They got a whole month revolved around pride, where people fulfill the lust of their flesh.
Right.
And we're supposed to be fulfilling the spirit and get prepared to meet our Lord. But our people, hey, they worried about the now. They worried about this. What you do right here in this is going to determine where you be in this eternity forever. It's going to echo into that. So you so prideful right now, and you want to be in this month. Hey, I'm proud to be this, and I'm proud to be whatever the hell you think you want to be, other than what the Most High made you to be. He's going to destroy you. Like I just asked the brother and sister, are y'all ready to meet? Oh, yeah, I'm ready to meet the Lord. No, you're not. Just over that answer right there. No, you're not. That's a prideful answer.
I'm scared every day and I'm keeping the law.
You say what?
I'm scared every day and I'm keeping the law.
Because hey, all praise to the Most High, sister. Hey, we gotta put that pride to the side. We gotta repent and keep the commandments of the Lord, sister.
Proverbs 14 and 12.
Bring it out.
Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
Say what?
There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
What?
Or the ways of death.
Hey, so it's a way that may seem right to a man. Hey, but the ways thereof, hey, you're gonna end up dead, man. The Most High God's gonna put you to death.
Hey, I got Precept.
Bring it out.
This is the book of Amos chapter 5 verse 18.
Bring it out.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Oh, whoa. Bring that out from the top, huh? Bring that out again.
Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness.
That is what?
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
And not light. And these people over here telling you, these people over here telling you that, oh yeah, you know, hey, Jesus loves everybody and come back to Jesus. You know what I mean? Come back to God. That's what they're telling you. Be ready to meet God. Man, people so prideful, man. It was a dude going by here talking about something. If you go to heaven and you don't see me there, you're in hell.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. And this, guess what nationality he is?
Old statement.
He a Hamite.
No,
That's why. He's a damn Hamite. A proud Hamite. A proud Hamite. With a suit, probably smelling like black pepper. And coriander.
You got some flies?
And all types of curry powder.
You got some flies around it?
Man, stinking. He was ashy. His ankles probably ashy, man. But man, yeah, man, that pride will get you put to death in these last days, man. For real, huh? Hey, with flip flops on. Hey, with flip flops and hoochie daddy shorts.
Eating the fufu.
Eating the fufu. Dipping it in the nasty sauce. Doing all this. Madness. Trying to get every morsel. Cause he's a damn scavenger, man. Crawling on his damn belly, licking the dust. Dude, vicious, man. Hey, can somebody give me Proverbs 28 and verse 13. Con. Cause it's a powerful thing. Hey, this brother over here talk about something. Yeah, oh, I'm ready to meet the Lord. Yeah, okay.
I got it.
Bring it out. Give me James 5 and 16.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 13. He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
Said what?
He that covereth his sins shall not prosper.
Yeah. So these people out here trying to cover up their sins. That's why you see all types of freakism and madness at nighttime. Because guess what? They think because it's dark outside that the Lord ain't gonna see these things. They think because they cut the lights on like the brothers bringing out earlier, cut the lights off, close the blinds. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna turn the music up loud. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and do all types of madness. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that the Lord ain't gonna hear it. Hey, the Lord ain't gonna see it. But what the rest of it say? Bring it out.
But whoso confesseth and forsaketh them,
And what?
and forsaketh them,
Shall have what?
shall have mercy.
Shall have mercy, man. And this is we out here trying to get our people, man. Hey, but our people so prideful, they think, oh yeah, I am the Lord. Like one man told the brother that he gonna eat God. What? That's off. That's madness. Say I'm gonna eat. Hey, y'all. That man say I'm gonna eat God. I'm gonna have my way right now. That's madness. That's prideful. Don't want to confess his sins. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you don't want the mercy of the Lord. How you doing, sister? All praise to the Most High. What's your nationality? Hold that.
I'm American.
You're American?
I was born in America.
Okay. So if I plant an apple seed in China, would that make it a China apple?
I don't think it works that way. I'm not a vegetable.
I'm just saying it's an analogy.
Oh. We'll proceed. I want to see where this is
I mean,
going.
because you say you're American, right? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans was brought here to America.
Oh, okay.
We was never American.
That's right.
We're captives here. We're
still
captives.
captive?
Yeah.
How we
Give me
still
Baruch.
captive?
Give me Baruch 3 and 8.
Which
Give me.
y'all reading it?
We're reading the Bible.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us.
We at what?
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, for a reproach
For
and
what?
a curse.
For a reproach and a who?
Curse. And to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
Hey, because
That's
our fathers, man, our forefathers departed from the ways of the Lord thy God. Hey, these curses are generational curses, through generation, through generation, through generation.
What book was that again? I got to pull in my Bible.
This is the book of Baruch. This is in the Apocrypha of the Bible.
The who?
The hidden books of the Bible.
How you get that?
The Apocrypha.
KJV 1611.
I'm not about to confuse me. Let me read.
Yeah, this is the KJV Bible,
1611.
1611, with the Apocrypha. Yeah, that's all right. A lot of us never heard of it too. Guess what? They took it out during the time of the Roman Catholic Church, because the Apocrypha exposes the wickedness of Catholicism and Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Because that's America's favorite religion, Christianity. Good old prosperity.
So according to that, I'm a tribe of Israel.
You're a tribe of Israel. You're from the tribe. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
According to what the Bible says, sister.
That's right.
According to what the Lord said. I see. You're a pretty knowledgeable sister. I can see.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What do you know about Moses?
Red Sea.
And what he do? And who walked through that Red Sea with him? Who did he part the Red Sea for?
His people, because he was.
Who was his people?
Don't get me to telling stories.
Just tell me what you know, so I can help you out.
They were slaves. He went in freedom because Pharaoh found him like in the river because his mama set him free and put him down the river. Pharaoh took him in, raised him as his own. Grew up to figure out that's not who I am. I'm one of them.
Who was one of them?
I can't remember. I know
Now
the story.
this is why we are here, sister. Because the them are the Israelites. Those are his people. Moses is an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. That's who Moses is.
That's right.
He would be what you call today a so-called Haitian.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what we are here for. Give me Isaiah 58:1. Because that's why the brother's so bold like a lion. He cry aloud. Bring that out. That's what we do. We cry aloud out here. And we spare not. We're going to show our people their transgressions, man. That's what we out here going to do. Hey, give me that Isaiah 58:1. Quick on the soul. Baba Kashab.
That was called men bucks.
Yeah. Men was called bucks. You know what they did? You know what they did to those bucks? They broke them. They broke them.
They tried. Some of them were still strong.
Some of them were still strong, but guess who the ones that wasn't strong? They turned into, guess what? Homosexuals.
What?
Yeah.
In the slave days?
In the slave days, it was definitely homosexuals in the slave days.
They said they knew under the sun.
Hey,
A lot of kill they said.
Ecclesiastes 1:9, right quick, and bring that out right quick.
The book of Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
That's why this brother's so loud and boastful, because he's crying aloud. It's a serious thing. You know what I'm saying? To wake up the Israelites, man. To wake up the people, the 12 tribes that were scattered abroad. You know what I'm saying? That's what we out here to do. To cry aloud and spare not, read.
And show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
The house of Jacob, meaning Israel. According to the book of Genesis 35:10. Oh, you talk about the brother that still the house of Jacob, the brother that still the fringes?
I heard about it when I was up in Peoria.
Oh yeah, see that? You know, we don't got that down here. Nah, give me Exodus 11:7.
What religion are y'all? I know you mentioned Christianity. Y'all
Give me. Let me tell you this. Give me book 4:1 right quick.
You're going all over the place.
Nah, we go, like how the Lord said, you got to go precept upon precept. So this is how you get understanding. Because you said, what religion are we? We about to tell you right here, Baruch 4:1.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments.
Of the religion.
This is the book of the commandments.
Christianity.
This is the book of the commandments.
Islam.
This is the book of commandments of God.
Who?
Of God.
Of man.
Of God. And the law.
The what?
And the law. They endure forever.
Nah, it's just done away with.
They endure forever.
Christianity church said the law is done away with.
They endure forever.
All you gotta do is believe.
They endure forever. All that keep it shall come to life.
What you say? And what's gonna happen if you don't keep it?
But such as living shall die.
They'll die. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all die spiritually and we all die physically. Now when we trying to save our people from that, we trying to, if you keep these commandments, right? It's like if you honor, like what's the first commandment? What promise say? Honor thy father and thy mother, and your days will be longer, right? Now our heavenly Father, right? Our heavenly Father is the Most High God. Our spiritual mother is wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And if we honor our father and our mother, right? Guess what? We're gonna have our days to be long upon the earth, and not just earth, but upon the kingdom that's coming, that eternity that I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're trying to get our people to do. You know,
We want to live forever.
we want to live forever because guess what? The Most High God said in the book of, hey, give me Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and verse 15.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon.
We got Song of Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon, what they call Solomon's Song. They both the same book. You know what I'm saying? But that's the wisdom of Solomon right here. Bring it out, 1 and 15.
Chapter 1, verse 15. For righteousness is immortal.
What is immortal?
Righteousness is immortal. But ungodly men with their works and words call it to them.
Sloppy, drop that. So the Most High God said, "Hey, righteousness is immortal." You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's a righteous thing to do? Is to humble down, repent, and keep the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. So guess what? We can be immortal. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to die. Because all these other nations of people, right, that did the Israelites wrong by putting this in, by doing this to our people. Buck breaking our men. You know what I'm saying? Taking our men, right? Bending them over in front of their wives or wife and their kids.
These your wives?
Yep, these are our wives. You know what I'm saying? These are the sisters right here. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? They'll take the man, the strongest male, the leader of their tribe. They'll bend them over. And these are so-called white men. Bend them over and pop him in front of his family. And pop him right there. Bounce him to the ceiling. Right there in front of his family.
What is this picture?
Now this is right here is
I mean, I know it's about slavery and how black folks are treated. What are you telling me about this?
what I'm telling you right here, that no other nation went through this but the Israelites. And the Most High God in the Bible said that these things will happen to you if you did not keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. And give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. As a matter of fact, give me Leviticus the 26th chapter. Go to Leviticus 26th chapter and give me Deuteronomy 28. And we're gonna break this down so what this board is about. Because no other nation has went through this in history but the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. 26, just 26 right quick. Go there. 20 to chapter 26. Just go to 26 right quick. And verse 1 for a second. You know what I'm saying? This is how we about to do. So we about to get in. This right here, this war right here is about, it is showing our people that, look, these people that you see that these things happen to no other nation, the people. That Moses freed Israelites who were, guess what? Slaves in Egypt. That they are those people. We're trying to show you, sister, that the they are Israelites. That the they that was in Egypt are Israelites. The people of Moses are Israelites. These things didn't happen to no other people but Israelites. It didn't happen to the so-called Africans. It didn't happen to the so-called Chinese man. You didn't see a so-called white person, you know what I'm saying, a so-called white man, you know what I'm saying, go through these things on a slave ship, being packed for weeks, sometimes months, dying, getting thrown over the deck. You know what I'm saying? Get these things didn't happen to no other nation of people in history. Why are the so-called black people the only nation of people that gotta tell the world that our lives matter? Why do we have to? Why you don't see no Chinese man talk about some? I can't speak their language, but you know what I'm saying. Mei Ling matters, and Juntai matters. You know what I'm saying. Give me an infinite supply of fried rice and orange chicken. You know what I'm saying, and turtle soup. You know what I'm saying. They don't have that to happen. Just our people. So this is what this is about. Now let me bring this out right quick. Now let me ask you a question right quick, sister. As a collective of people, right? Are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans doing great in this world, in this society of America? As a collective of people, like, are we in a high standard in society, or are we low?
I mean, it depends on where you at.
And what do you mean?
We can be across the whole spectrum, but overall, I would say, if you average it all out, I would say we're middle to low.
There's no such thing as a middle. When it comes to politics, when it comes to politics and democracies, there's no middle. They took that out. They took that out. Ain't no such thing as a middle. Either you're high or you're low.
Maybe I misunderstood your question.
So look, the so-called black people, right? The Hispanic people. You know what I'm saying? The so-called minorities, right? Are we in the high? Like, are we like, you know what I'm saying, above, like owning our own corporations and having our own land and doing these things in America like these other nations is? Are we thriving in America right now, or are we low in America?
Not as in America, no. But like,
Yeah.
there are parts where we are thriving. We have people who do have those things. We have people who don't have those things. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm talking about our people I'm talking about as a collective, not just some people. It's the whole people.
like as an overall.
It's the overall
no,
people.
We don't compare it to like the white people.
Exactly. That's the point that I'm making. Because the Most High God said that, guess what? Israelites be above all the nations of the earth if we kept His commandments. And if we didn't, as a collective, we would be low, or we'll be in the middle, or some of us that be high and some of us that be low.
So we paying for whoever made us low because we Israelites. So we didn't keep His commandments. So this is why all this happened to us.
And we get punished for the iniquities of our fathers, for a perpetual curse. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that we had a choice. Give me Exodus 19:8 and bring this out right quick.
We didn't even do Leviticus 26 yet.
I told him to hold that. Cause I'm about to bring this one out right quick. Bring this out.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently
And listen close, read.
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all His commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So he said, hey, if we did and hearken, listen diligently to His commandments, which is in the book, which Moses has given to us, that He will set us on high above all nations in the earth. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. It says, you could bear witness, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people, we're not high in this earth right now, in this land of America. We're not high in having our own things and our own culture and doing what we want to do. We gotta deal with the options that's presented before us. Because if we was free and we was a high standard people, why can't we make our own options? Why we gotta deal with the options that's presented to us? You know what I'm saying?
We don't.
Yes, we do. Because you know why we do? Because if we don't do it, right? If we don't do it, we'll die. Because they'll kill us. Or we'll get locked up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, immigrants, they get deported all the time. They got a whole daggone refugee camp over there. And the Seminole Indians over there. You know what I'm saying? Who are Israelites as well. The tribe of Reuben. You know what I'm saying? Reuben. Down here. The Seminole Indians. Over there in Florida right now. Up in the Native Americans, they get reservoir camps. You know what I'm saying? These are the options that you can get. Oh, you can't have all your land back. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get you some reparations. You know what I'm saying? Enough to probably only pay a bill. Gave them $1,000 for each Native American. They only got them $1,000 out of daggone $1 billion. That's madness.
That's rent. That's a
That's
car
rent.
payment if you got a truck.
That's a car payment. That's gas for the week. You see that? That they Cherokee tribe. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? These are the options that was presented to us. Well, you either take this or we just gonna kill you. Take this $1 billion or you just gonna not have nothing.
But like in this day and age, we can change that for ourselves too.
How can we?
What do you mean, how can we?
Because didn't Martin Luther King try to change and they killed him? Didn't Malcolm X try to change something?
That's what happened to Black Wall Street.
Exactly. They burned it down. Lake Lanier. They sunk it.
East St. Louis.
East St. Louis.
Louis.
Yeah. Hey, over there on the arch, the St. Louis Arch. You know what I'm saying? That was a whole plaza of so-called black businesses. They knocked it down. It was. This is history. And the judge that was appointed over St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he signed off to get it knocked down, to get that whole area get knocked down, putting all these black people, so-called black people, these Israelite people, out of jobs, out of their businesses, out of their homes. And guess what they did? They left that space empty for daggone 10 plus years until they figured out what they wanted to do with it. So they wanted more people to come to St. Louis. So they were like, you know what? Let's make an arch for tourists, to get people to come to St. Louis, to take a picture. That's what I'm saying. That's what exactly. Right. I'm not from here neither. I'm from DC.
What are you doing here?
My wife and my children.
You made that man come here. Why you ain't going to DC?
Nah, it was because of my choice. And it was because of man's goings of the Lord. Because when I came here, I thought I was just a Negro. I thought I was an American. I thought, you know what I thought I was? A Muslim. I thought I was a nigga.
Y'all not Muslims?
No. We Israelites. That's what we trying to tell you the whole time,
I don't
sister.
know what Israelites mean.
Israelite is your nationality as a person. Like I asked you your nationality, you said I'm American.
I was born here.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm American.
That don't mean you're American though, sister. Cause look, a Chinese person could be born here in China. They still Chinese. An African could be born here in America. He's still African. An Arabian could be born here and he's still from Arabia. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
That's what we trying to tell you the whole time, sister, that your nationality would not be an American, it would be an Israelite if you resonate and you relate to these prophecies that happen in the Bible upon the Lord's people. Because look, the Most High God said this would be a curse. Bring this out. Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15 says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come
Not
upon
all these
thee.
good things,
All these curses shall come upon thee.
all these blessings.
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So is curse a good thing or a bad thing, sister?
Typically bad.
It's typically a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he said all these curses because if you didn't listen, you know what I'm saying, all these bad things are happening to you. You know what I'm saying? All these bad things is going to come upon you and overtake you. You know what I'm saying? And this is not, and the Most High is not going to just stop it for just that one time. Hey, this is going to be upon your seed forever. Hey, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 28. Like most of our people are out here bugged out off of drugs. They got daggone mental issues. You know what I'm saying? Like ADHD, ADD, schizophrenia. You know what I'm saying? All these depression. So when they go to the doctor and they boost you up full of pills that make you more messed up. You take one pill for something, then you gotta take another pill for something else, and you gotta take another pill for that pill. And yeah, because I used to be on pills. I used to have to take an antidepressant, then I had to take an antidepressant booster. Yeah, it was madness. And then guess what they made me do? No feeling, no emotion. I was like a damn zombie. I was damn drooling at the mouth.
Did it even fix what you was taking?
No, it didn't even fix anything. I was a damn vampire, bro. Bring it all right, cool. Deuteronomy 28 and 28.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed.
What?
Only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man shall save thee.
And no man gonna save you. So he said, hey, all these, because we see a lot of our people that actually need help out here in the streets running around, talking to themselves. And then guess what? They get oppressed by the police. The police are the oppressor. Instead of giving them help, we're gonna throw them in the damn prison system. And now he in that system. So now this dude could have actually got some help. But him being in that system, y'all release him, and now he worse than what he was. Because he ain't getting no help.
People say they want help, but they really don't want help.
The people that say they don't want help but don't really want help.
Say they want help, but then they really don't want help. They want an enabler.
They want an enabler.
Yeah.
The drug, that's a part, that's a mental illness right there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's been double tongued. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you really want. Because a person that has their head on their shoulders, they're gonna be sure about what they want. They're gonna know what they need. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna help them. You know what I'm saying? These people that don't want help, you know what I'm saying? These are people that's in denial because of their pride. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bring that up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So you're going to be cursed in the cities and cursed in the fields. Now, if you ever heard about this Merriam-Webster dictionary, right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to be cursed in the city, right, man? And guess what? We're going to be, you heard about redlining? redlining is basically something that was set up by the government to put all the Negroes in this one area. So in redlining, right, we could only get like low income houses, Section 8, food stamps, and in this redlining, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have ghettos in that redlining. You're gonna have drugs and murder and killing in that redlining. And guess what? It's gonna be, guess what? Police is in that state. So guess what? The police you. So when you do these things with these options that's presented to you, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? They're gonna lock you up. You know what I'm saying? For guess what? Selling drugs. For guess what? Prostituting. For guess what? You know what I'm saying? Hey, being oppressed and killing your own brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you might, and our women being oppressed might be killing their own husbands. You know what I'm saying? Hey, these things happen in the red line. So, see that? Now this is the Merriam-Webster dictionary on the word ghetto. See that? A quarter, it said a quarter of a city in which where Jews formerly required to live. A quarter in which members of a minority group live, especially because of social, legal, or economic pressure. That sound like us. You know what I'm saying? That sound like us. Bring it up. So look, that's where the Jews reside. That's what it say, where the Jews are required to live.
So we Jewish too?
No, the Jewish. We are Jews. See that word Jew, right? Now let's get this understood. That word Jew was
Jewish is a religion.
exactly,
Jew is a person.
exactly. Because Jew came from Judah. That's where the word Jew come from. The land of Weda. You know what I'm saying? The land of Judah. Where they took us from. The slave coast is what they call. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that word Jew come from. Now that word Jewish, right? Ish is a suffix. You know what I'm saying? Like if I like this shirt, blackish. You know what I'm saying? It's blackish. It's a little. I ain't saying his shirt ashy. It's definitely crispy black. But you know what I'm saying? You know you got some of them shirts. You know what I'm saying? They got that little ashy look about them. It's a little blackish.
You not talking about me right now?
Like purplish. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like purple. You know what I'm saying? So Jewish is like pertaining to. It's a suffix. So it's a people that's acting like the real Jews, who are Israelites, who are acting like the real true children of Judah. They are acting like the tribe of Judah. That's what they acting like, but they're not.
So, question. Reading from the Bible, the Apocalypse Bible, what you call it?
The King James Version with Apocrypha. Apocrypha, yeah. Apocrypha, right.
So, you're reading from the Bible, and Christians read from the Bible. So, what's the difference between Christians and Israelites?
Hold on, I got it. So look, Salaki, you know what I'm saying?
Raised Christian, that's what I'm asking.
So look, Christianity will tell you that all you gotta do is believe on Christ, right? And you're gonna be saved. But
Depending on what denomination you're in.
so look, Christianity will tell you, right? Christianity, the difference between Christianity and Israelites is because Israelites actually follow and link up with the things in the Bible. They don't talk speaking of their own words. How many times, how long have I talked to you this whole time without going into the Bible?
Not at all. Everything you do, you go back to the Bible.
Exactly. In Christianity, everything that they do, they pick one verse and they just talk for hours and hours and hours on end. And they have
You don't know where you go.
but they have no understanding of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They have no understanding. Now Israelites, we link these things up through prophecy, through history, and archaeology
And genetics.
and genetics.
Y'all be into genetics too?
Yeah, we've been. That's all of
On
that.
too.
That's all of that because all of that links up with the people of the book. The people, like you said, the people that Moses saved. The people that Moses saved are Israelites.
I'm gonna remember that from now
You know what I'm saying?
If I ever run into y'all again, I'm gonna know they're Israelites.
You wouldn't be here. And look, guess what? When you look in the mirror, you're gonna see an Israelite yourself. When you look in the mirror, you're gonna be like, oh, that's the Israelite. Yeah, me, you. You were the people of the book. You were the people that Moses saved. The Israelites.
I can't trace that far back. I got to 1860 and, 1824. And I can't
Hey, look, our captivity goes back to 1846 BC. You know what I'm saying? When we was in captivity to the Egyptians for 400 years. For 400 years of captivity, from then 8 years after that, we went to Canaanite captivity. Then from another 7 years after that, we then went to Assyrian captivity. And after that, we went through 13 captivities up until now, this final captivity, which is the Roman captivity.
We still in captivity?
We are still in captivity, sister.
Okay, when you said captivity, I thought you meant like slavery. So what do you mean?
So when we in captivity, right? You ever heard about the abolishment of slavery during the time of Abraham Lincoln? In the 18.
Like the whole civil rights thing?
Yeah, the whole civil rights, and not just the civil rights, but then after, because that came a little, civil rights came a little after that. You know what I'm saying? So after the abolishment of slavery, right? Now I got an analogy, right? You got a dog, right? That every time you open up the door, he shoots out the door and go running to the streets. Every time you open up the door, he shoots out the door and go running. Shoots, shoot, 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 shoot. So you know what? You buy a leash for him. You buy a leash for him, so that every time you open up that door, he get yoked up by that leash. He get yoked up by that leash. He get yoked up by that leash. Now every time you come out the door, he's starting to not run out the door no more. He waiting on you now. You gonna let me out? You know what I'm saying? You gonna let me out? You gonna let me out? Now he's to that point where he's not running out the door. He's waiting on you, and he's walking out the door with you. You know what I'm saying? So now, you take that leash off his neck. You think exactly. So that's what slavery did to us. When the abolishment of slavery, he said all slaves would go free.
It was like, y'all for real?
Y'all for real? Some of us left. Some of us left, but most of us was like, nah, I got a good life with Massa. Hey, boss ain't on you. Hey, Massa been treating me right. He gave me the good clothes. Gave me some wife, and I got kids now. I don't think I ever want to leave my boss. You know, I don't want to do that. Y'all Negroes crazy. Like I'm gonna leave my house. I got a room in the big house. I worked hard in the field for this. You know what I'm saying? That's some of our people. But most of our people that did leave after that, then they made Jim Crow laws for segregation. And that's when that happened. That's when lynchings started happening. You know what I'm saying? Lynchings came about. Yeah. During the Jim Crow laws for segregation.
Didn't they lynch people when they were still slaves? Like, you tried to run, they still
Oh yeah, they'll kill you. They'll do that. But then.
Jim Crow came after slavery.
Exactly.
And they was trying to still keep us enslaved with
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That after that abolishment, then that Jim Crow for segregation came. Cause now if you catch me, and if I catch you in this town after sundown, I'ma burn your ass up. I'ma hang you up on a rope.
Did you know they still got sundown towns?
Yeah.
I just learned that last year.
Out there in Alabama, they got sundown towns.
There's some in Illinois, not that far from here.
See that? That's crazy. Sundown town. You know what a sundown town mean? Yeah.
That's a sundown town?
Yeah.
They didn't treat me bad when I was there.
Yeah, because the sun was up.
I work for the government too.
See that? See that? Hey, but hey,
I think I've been there too. So like my job, I go to, my previous position before I moved there, my job. I drove to all the little small towns and I had to do statistical tests.
okay.
You know what they say Anna stand for, don't you? Ain't no niggas allowed.
Ain't no niggas allowed. That's what it say. Hey,
Ain't no niggas allowed.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what Anna stand for. Ain't no niggas allowed.
ain't no niggas allowed. And that's a sundown town.
Sundown town.
Yeah, I mean, people cursed in the Bible, but as it said in the book of Sirach, 13 and 17. Let me get that right quick.
I know Peter cursed. He
Yeah.
was the one with the bad mouth. He was the disciple with the bad mouth, right?
Yeah, he cursed. He was about to kill somebody too.
He was cussing people out in there.
Yeah. Hey, even Yahweh Shai, he got angry. He went, who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, because that letter J didn't come up until 70 AD.
1600. I thought it was 16 something.
It was like right after they destroyed the temple in Jerusalem in 70 AD.
Conversation with the Jehovah's Witness, like how y'all Jehovah's Witness and J wasn't even a real letter.
You see that? So and guess what? Because they don't have one.
That's why I be asking questions.
See that? Give me that.
So yeah, like in the Hebrew,
Bring that out right
how
quick.
do you say it?
It's Yahweh Shai.
I thought it was Yeshua.
Nah, that's that Germanic Yiddish. You know what I'm saying? That was created by the so-called these Jewish people. You know what I'm saying? So they say the Hebrew that we speak is like slang Hebrew, and theirs is like more of a how you ever heard like the broken English, patois and all that other stuff? Yeah, patois, broken English. That's what we say. That's what they say that we speak. We speak slang Hebrew. When really, cause
I said, because we don't be using all the
because we don't use vowels. They use vowels and make it seem like it's so something different when they really derive their language from the Paleo Hebrew. See, this would be a Yah, this would be a Ha, this would be a Wa, and this would be a Ha. Yahweh.
That clearly says eyes.
See, that's what it looked like it says to you. If you read it this way, but from the Paleo Hebrew, it's written from right to left.
Obviously.
You know what I'm saying? Yah, Ha, Wa, Ha. Yahweh. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's how, and this is Paleo Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother didn't got on his shirt, but that's brother got on his shirt. Azarayala, Ha Saparia. Meaning Azarayala, the scribe. That's Paleo Hebrew.
I can take your word for it, but I can't.
I understand that, sister. I understand that, sister, but you know what I'm saying? Germanic, that's Germanic Hebrew. It's Yiddish. We speak Paleo Hebrew. The Israelites of the Bible, from the Hebrews, all the way down. That's why we say Hebrew Israelites, because Abraham was a Hebrew. He had his son, you know what I'm saying? Isaac. Isaac had Jacob, you know what I'm saying? And Jacob had the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can say begot because the Most High God chose these people.
I never really understood why he used that.
Yeah. So all I just told you, sister, all we just went over, you know what I'm saying? Moses was not saying these things don't link up with no other people in with no other nation of people but the Israelites, who people ignorantly call today African Americans, Negroes. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, bring that out right quick in Deuteronomy 28 and 37.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
He said, well, no matter where the Lord going to lead you, you're going to be a proverb and a byword. Meaning you're not going to be called by your, what's your name, by the way? Teresa? What about Tara?
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Tara.
Matter of fact, y'all cook. Y'all having Sunday dinner. My bad.
What if I called you Erica?
Probably would answer.
Exactly. But the Lord said you're gonna go by proverbs and bywords. You're gonna be an astonishment, right? I mean, you're gonna hear these words like, "What you call me? Hey, hold up. You said I'm a who? That's not my name. Don't call me that." You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You're gonna be you're still gonna have an astonishment of heart. And you're gonna be a proverb and a byword through all the nations where the Lord gonna lead you because of these curses. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, even in America, now you're gonna say, I'm an American, or I'm an African and American, which is two different continents. That's about two different white men, two different Roman conquerors.
But my DNA didn't say I got no Israelite in it.
It's not gonna say that.
It's not gonna be in my DNA.
It's not gonna say oh DNA Israelite. It's not gonna say
I
that.
guess I got some Senegal in me.
So,
And some, what is it? I can tell you. Go ahead.
The reason it's not gonna say it is they don't have the blood of the Israelites. You do DNA through blood, right? Do they have the? Yeah, but they don't have the blood of the Israelites. How could you go back that far to see if you are Israelite or not? That's why we go through the scriptures and the prophecies and link it up, and that's how you show that you're an Israelite.
mighty point, brother. You know what I'm saying? And this is the whole conclusion of the matter. What we are over here telling you.
So all
It's all through the Spirit of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the wisdom comes from the Lord, sister. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Reading. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, you gotta read it with a spiritual eye.
It's the old language that's used. The these and the thous, they be throwing me off.
Yeah, hey, it's all right, sister. It's all right. Understood. All praise to the Most High. But you got it. But that comes from repetition and reading, though.
How often y'all have these conversations?
Every Saturday, and even on a Saturday, just call each other. We talk about the scripture.
No, like how often y'all? Like I come back and
We here every Saturday.
chat with y'all again.
We here every Saturday. Hey, take a flyer. Hey, get that sister another flyer for Hercules too. Cause look, these curses didn't happen to no. This is what we try to tell you. These curses, being called by another name, being slain by your enemy. Hey, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Cause how did the so-called black people get over here? Oh yeah, give me that one too. And this is another curse right here. Give me this one.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
So during slavery, right? When we was on the slavery plantations, right?
Y'all don't eat pork?
No.
How are y'all even live? I mean, okay, it's healthy to not eat pork.
Yeah.
Have y'all had bacon before?
Yeah, we did before until we found out that it's not right for you to eat.
But it's delicious.
You ever had lamb bacon?
You ever had lamb bacon?
Is that a thing?
You ever had beef bacon?
Is that also a thing?
Chicken bacon? Turkey bacon?
Okay, turkey bacon is not good. I've had that one.
You got
to get the right turkey bacon.
You ain't get the right one. Beef bacon be fire, sister. You
Where you get beef bacon from?
know what I'm saying?
Schnook stupid.
What you talking about? This guy?
Yeah, the lamb bacon. We got.
Wait a minute.
Oh, see that? Yeah, this brother. We just talk about hitting on him. So look, sister. Bring that out one more time.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes
All right.
shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
So look, during the time of slavery, when we was on the slave plantations, right? You know what I'm saying? Women that have children. And guess what's gonna happen? The slave owner would take them children and they would sell them off and ship them off somewhere far as hell. And guess what? You ain't gonna have nothing to do about it. You can't do nothing about it. You just gonna look and long to, and you ain't gonna have nobody to do anything. And they even put that in movies. What's it called? They just put that in that new Harriet Tubman movie. She said she woke up to see her sister being shipped off to another slave plantation. What's going on, sister?
I was reading
Yeah, the dress part.
this. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
women gotta wear dresses, man.
That's why I looked at all of them.
That's
like,
and that shows.
all the time.
Oh snap! The bug trying to hit a
I got
word.
on, right?
Insects in this thing, man.
Hey, this thing you can't cut your hair. You ain't got no hair on your head.
I mean, I didn't shave it with a razor.
Oh,
You can't cut your hair, but you can't sit over here and like do things like
Say digs.
yeah,
Like
get
Tay
the down Tay Diggs. What's another the Michael Jordan? You know,
Michael Jordan?
nah, you can't do things like
Who
that.
got all these rules?
Hey, it's not rules, it's commandments. That's not grievous. These things ain't
It don't say
grievous,
wear dresses.
huh?
It don't say wear dresses in there.
It don't.
No. You show me a scripture and say
It's
you
right.
gotta
As a
wear
matter of fact,
dresses.
it's right there.
That's not what it says.
Look it up.
The book of
I
Deuteronomy.
am.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Look, what's a garment that a man wears?
In this day and age or back in them days and age?
all
Jesus
ages.
wore gowns. So that, I mean,
It's called a garment. It wasn't called a gown. But in this day and age, but you know, sister, what man would pertain to a man.
nowadays, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Pants. Hey, even the priests wore linen breeches. They wore linen breeches. They wore pants up under their garments.
The Bible also say you're not supposed to wear two different clothes. But we all do that.
We don't. I mean, we don't.
Yes, you do. You gotta wear jeans and cotton.
That's not mixed fabric. So now wait, hold on, Salaki, I got you. Salaki.
That's his name.
No. It's like forgive me. It's Hebrew. My bad. That's what I mean. Like forgive me. My bad. Type stuff. Yeah. So look, when they say diversified fabrics, right? It's mean like a shirt that's woolen with like 95% cotton, then that 5% be like spandex or something, or polyester.
That's what they mean.
Yeah, that's what it means. Diverse, like they got to be woven together. Now I could see now this is not woven together. You know what I'm saying? It has to be like
It's just added on to it.
it's added on to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not woven together like, you know what I'm saying? And when you go in the back of your shirt,
And I
it
guess
say
that one is not a commandment. That's just in Leviticus.
that's the commandment.
In Leviticus?
That's the commandment.
Leviticus chapter 19?
Leviticus are commandments. Leviticus the 19th chapter. Those are commandments too. That's in the Torah.
I heard the Torah before. I don't remember.
Torah means first 5 books.
That's right.
Yeah. From Genesis.
Genesis, Exodus,
Ex-
Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy.
See that? She can beat me to it. Spit that thing out. All praises.
I grew up as a Christian.
And see, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Christianity is what we're trying to tell you is made by man. You know what I'm saying? And it's made because it was Christianity didn't come into the Romans and the Roman Catholic Church. And you know, Catholics, the Romans, it was the third pope that actually signed off on slavery of so-called black people. And Maryland law in the 1600s, 1644, it said a good slave is a Negro. A good slave is a Christian slave.
So, do y'all change y'all
These
American name?
are the man-made religions right here. Islam, Rastafarianism. You got John Smith, the Baptist. You got Joseph Smith. See, this is 1606. Excuse me, Salaki, 1608. You know what I'm saying? Joseph Smith. You can see it right here. These are all the inventors of these man-made religions. They invented these. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? God followers that made people so-called Muslim Islam, and Muhammad is a so-called white man in Islam. Yeah, he's a white man.
I agree with the Sabbath day.
Yeah, we don't do no work, no buying and selling in the Sabbath day.
Is today Saturday?
Yeah,
Today is the Sabbath.
yeah,
So y'all teach.
we teaching. Yeah, how wish I told on
Cook?
no, you can't cook. All praise to the Most High. So let me bring these words out right. What you holding? Okay, all right. Go back to Deuteronomy and give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 64. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and hold for me Judith 5 and verse 11. You heard me? And you give me that and hold that right quick. And then hold that right quick. And give me Judith 5 and 11. Cause
Wait, y'all got the rule where, like, I'm not actually supposed to ask y'all questions, like a woman is supposed to ask another woman, and a woman is supposed to learn from her husband. That's not Israelite?
nah, Israelites, yeah, a woman is supposed to learn from her husband. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a woman that's supposed to be up over here trying to teach a whole congregation of men. No. You know what I'm saying? Like the church, like the churches do.
I'm not supposed to ask, like, y'all questions.
Oh,
You're
you're supposed to ask them. You can ask questions. You know what I'm saying? But that's when they say he suffered a woman not to teach. Right? See, look, let me bring that down. Bring that out right quick.
1 Timothy 2 and 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
Yeah, that's where
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
What?
To teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Exactly. Or what?
For Adam was first formed, then Eve.
Exactly. So it said that the woman's supposed to be in silence, meaning, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you could ask questions, of course, but not to be over here to usurp authority over the man. Like you over here getting up on the podium, you know what I'm saying? You like, watch out. Let me teach you, because you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, because the Lord said you up here with a dress on, trying to teach men to be men of the Lord, and you a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the Most High God made Adam. That's why he said, hey, like he get that parable, like, hey, that's Adam. That's why he made Adam first, and then Eve.
Get a monthly and unclean in the congregation, trying to teach everybody.
You know what I'm saying? When she there on top of that, you be unclean some days when you be on your flower. You know what I'm saying? You can't get up there on your flower and say, you know what I'm saying, and you all, I ain't gonna say the rest. You know what I'm saying? You unclean. You know what I'm saying? You know what that means, that time, that, yeah.
Who's the one that lived for like 7 years?
Wow.
That wasn't the woman by the well, was it?
That was the one that grabbed, yeah, she had the issue of blood.
Yeah, that's what you mean by unclean, right?
Yeah, unclean, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that, you know what I'm saying? But you can't ask questions. Like you've been asking questions this whole time. We rebuke you and say, sister, shut up, sister.
Well, I mean,
You can't ask that question, sister. Do we do that?
I didn't identify.
Because we the Hebrew Israelites, sister, you can't ask no questions. Women, be quiet.
Like, all right, y'all have a go.
You see, we ain't do that. That's not what we gonna do. You know, sister? We the Israelites, man. We love our people. We trying to wake up our people. Because how would you learn or know anything
If you don't ask
if you ask questions? Just like in church. You know what I'm saying? Just like in church. You know what I'm saying? You can't get up in the middle of the pastor preaching and be like, well, look, pastor, I got a question for you. You can be like, not in the church? Not in the church? Why you up there on that daggone podium preaching? You better not say nothing. You're going to make you a fool in front of the whole congregation. Look at this sister. Yes, Lord. All out of order.
Y'all go to regular church too, like, or is this is the church?
No, this is the church right here.
So y'all don't like go to a building?
This is the church. You know what I'm saying? This is the church. Read it up. Bring it up.
The book of Matthew chapter 18 and verse 20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
See that? When 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, hey, see that? So exactly. So why does the Most High God, why do they say that? Have to be in the building. You're not made in the building made with the hands of man. What's that in Acts?
7:48.
Yeah, come. Get that out of Acts 7:48. Gonna let the words of the Lord be true and every man lie. Bring it out.
The book of Acts chapter 7 and verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. Heaven is my throne and earth is my footstool. What house will ye build me, saith the Lord? Or what is the place of my rest?
Hey, he's too great for that. Earth is his footstool. What's that? Oh yeah, let's get that out right quick, cause that tithes is something. Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 22. Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed.
Of thy what?
Of thy seed.
Of thy money.
Of thy seed. That the field bringeth forth year by year.
That the church bringeth forth year by year.
That the field bringeth forth year by year.
The people.
That the field bringeth forth year by year.
10% of your check.
That the field bringeth forth year by year. And thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God.
No, I thought you were supposed to pay.
And thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God.
Sister Meredith need a leg transplant.
And thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of thy corn.
What?
The tithe of thy corn.
I thought it was your money.
The tithe of thy corn.
Dig deep, brother.
The tithe of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thine oil, and the firstlings of thy herds, and of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear the Lord thy God always. And if the way be too long for thee,
Hold on. And it said now, this going into now after now, because it was talking about the field, the first of your harvest, the first of your flocks. Now it's talking about now you got to go to the place where the Lord put his name. Now, if you can't carry all of your grain, the stalks of corn, you can't take your whole flock with you. Now read.
And if the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which the Lord thy God shall choose to set his name there, when the Lord thy God hath blessed thee, then thou shalt turn it into money. Then thou shalt turn it into money.
What you supposed to do with that money?
And bind up the money in thy hand, and shall go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose. And thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after. For oxen or sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever thy soul desireth, and thou shalt eat there before the Lord thy God. And thou shalt eat there before the Lord thy God, and thou shalt rejoice, thou and thine household.
Exactly. So look, then, and so now if you can't carry that all to the place where the Most High God put His name on, you know what I'm saying? You take it in the money, you take it with you, and then when you get there, you buy what you need. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what? You turn up with the Lord, for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Righteously.
And the Levite,
most definitely can drink.
And the Levite that is within thy gates, thou shalt not.
But not to be a drunkard. Not to be a damn alcoholic.
It's in there like a million times, don't be a drunkard.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He said even tell the women not to be given into too much wine. You know what I'm saying? And he said in the book of Proverbs, the 23rd chapter, in verse 1, that wine is a marker and strong drink is raging. And he that deceived by the such is a fool. You know what I'm saying? Bring it up.
And the Levite that is within thy gates.
And the who?
And the Levite that is within thy gates, thou shalt not forsake him, for he had no.
See that? That's Moses and his people, the Levite, read.
Thou shalt not forsake him, for he have no part nor inheritance with thee.
Because look, the Israelites from Judah, all these tribes has inheritance, have a land, right? Except for the Levites, because the Levites, they took care of the tabernacle, they took care of the temple of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They did all the burnt sacrifices and the days of atonement and things like that. That's what they took care of. You know what I'm saying? Because they are the priests. They did the priestly duties. Bring it out.
At the end of 3 years, thou shalt bring forth all the tithe of thine increase the same year, and shalt lay it up within thy gates. And the Levite, because he have no part nor inheritance with thee, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow, which are within thy gates, shall come and shall eat and be satisfied, that the Lord thy God may bless thee in all the work of thy hand which thou doest.
And now these pastors, they'll tell you that you gotta get the tithes for the jet fund. You know, we got a jet. You know, we gotta get this jet so we can go. You know what I'm saying? We gotta fix all the doorknobs, and we gotta get the custom light switches. You know, we want to get hallelujah on all the light switches. We want to get custom light switch panels. So when you turn on and say let there be light, we need $50 from everybody in the church. Dig deep. Would a man rob God? And they try to pull that precept. Nah, that's not what that's going into.
So I was talking before, like tithes could be your money, time. No, you should give to the church your time, tithes, or talent. So when you say treasure, is that the same as talent? Okay, what you mean?
A measurement of money. That's what it's called. That's going back into what's that Greek? A talent. A talent is money. Not like talent, like you performing, like you like I juggle sticks. Nah, none of that.
No, like
Praise
I
dance.
play the bass, right?
Praise dancing.
And so, like,
Hey, painting your face black. You doing all that
that's
crazy?
talent, yeah.
Nah, not that. It's not talking about that.
Anyway, brothers and sisters, I gotta go. Unless somebody is walking me home, but
All right.
y'all be here next Saturday at 4 o'clock?
Yeah, sister.
Y'all gonna be
Hey,
here?
sister. Out of all we done told you, sister,
We ain't gonna be here.
are we gonna be at the Loop?
No, at the fest.
Oh, down the street. We're gonna be around the corner. We're gonna be in this area, but we're gonna be at the that festival, that Pride festival, bringing out the word. Yeah.
Oh, y'all can't make that.
That's a sin. That's an abomination unto the Lord.
And y'all gotta hate gay people?
The Lord hate that.
Do we?
Yeah, he do.
What is scripture?
Give me the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 13, and bring it up.
Gay people, that's my friend.
It's not that we hate.
I don't wanna not be
It's not that we hate the the people that's doing it, because we love our people. We hate wickedness. We hate evil. Right, bro?
I say just because you do it don't mean I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna not like you because you choose different from me.
Bring that out right quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but we don't like the brother was just bringing out. It's not like we hate the person that do it.
It's the act.
It's the act, because it's a sin. It's a transgression to the law. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God said, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he hateth iniquity. And those that love him also hate iniquity, meaning sin. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, you know what I'm saying? We try to call our brothers and sisters to come out of that before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Because the same thing that happened in Sodom and Gomorrah will happen again to these people that keep doing these things.
Sodom and Gomorrah ain't that where Lot's wife got turned into
So a pillar of salt because you look back. What you looking back for? What you want back there? When the Most High told you to look forward and don't look back. What you looking back for? You did it. Now you broke the commandment, and now guess what happened? You're stuck. You know what I'm saying? You a pillar of salt. You know what I'm saying? Bring it out.
It's the book of Leviticus chapter 20 verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death.
What's gonna happen to them?
They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Hey, look. So the Most High God said, if a man lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, they're gonna be put to death, and their blood gonna be upon them. You know, because the Lord said it's an abomination. Give me Romans 1 and 25.
Y'all supposed to be doing a half hour, y'all. I'm holding y'all. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's all right,
I'm
sister.
gonna read this last one, and then
Look.
I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm gonna go to.
All right, bring it up.
The book of Romans chapter 1 verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into their witches against nature.
Look, the women change their natural use to that which is against nature. So that's like women with women. Women masturbating. Getting the, what you call it, the rose toys and the daggone double-edged joint.
Count on that?
You know what I'm saying?
But not if you're married, though. Not
You know,
if
what you need it for?
Oh,
What you need it for?
Okay.
Didn't the Most High God say, wouldn't the first commandment be fruitful and multiply? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna multiply? We're shoving some plastic and silicone up in you. How you gonna do that?
right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Bring it up.
And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
Keep reading.
And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge,
They don't want to hear that, oh, I can't be with another man. Or a woman don't want to hear that I can't be with another woman. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to retain it in their knowledge. They rather you not say nothing about it. They're going to do what they want to do because they're proud to do these things. Read it out.
God gave them over to a reprobate mind.
Meaning he disqualified them.
What scripture is that?
That's Romans, the first chapter.
That's New Testament right there.
For some years now.
Come, all praise to the Most High.
That's New Testament.
That's the New Testament.
Church can't argue that.
Romans what?
Romans 1 and 25 through 20 through 30 through 31.
25 to 31?
Yeah, but that scripture specifically you're looking for is 28. Romans 1 and 28. Keep reading.
To do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, malice.
Covetousness now is wanting thing that's not yours, or wanting thing that you ain't supposed to have.
Like if you cover your neighbor's wife.
Exactly. You ain't supposed to have your neighbor's wife. You know what I'm saying? If the Most High wanted you to have that woman, he would have gave it to you. If the Most High wanted you to be with a man, brother, you would have been with a man. When the Most High would have made that. Lord forbid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the Most High didn't do that. The Most High said he created Adam And out of him, he created the woman.
I got so many more questions on that topic.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna finish this out. Can you read?
These are the things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness.
That's a malicious thing to put in your head. I want to get bounced to the ceiling by another dude. That's malicious. Going and thinking about that, that's malice to your own body. I don't know. I don't even want to think about what that feel like, man. It probably is. That's madness. They got all types of prep pills to get bounced by another dude.
I don't think that's what? They got pills.
Yeah, Trivago, Descovy. They got all this type of madness.
On a trip site, like to go there.
No, not Trivago. I said Travada. That's what it's called. Travada. You know what I'm saying? So you get bounced around. You know what I'm saying? Like a daggone pogo stick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you at the daggone Monkey Joe's or something. Bring it up.
Full of envy, murder, debate, deceit.
That's a deceitful thing because there's a lot of brothers out here deceiving men that they are women. There's a lot of women out here deceiving women that they are men. Bring it up.
Malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God,
These people are haters of God. Read.
despiteful, proud, boasters.
Who?
Proud,
Who?
proud,
What is this one?
proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God,
And they know the judgment of God that this thing ain't right that they're doing. Read.
that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Not only
Hold on. You said that they that did what?
they that which commit such things are worthy of death. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Not only do the same, but have pleasure in doing them because, hey, a person could get raped. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have pleasure in doing it. But the person that had pleasure in doing that to that person or getting bounced around by the same sex, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they are going to get put to death because they like doing it. They like doing these things. They proud to do it. They make a whole month about it.
I mean, we got a whole Black History Month, so.
You know what I'm saying? That only tells you, guess what? Remember that if you stand up against us, you're going to die. They give you 28 days. And then they give you Juneteenth, one day that they just made last year. And guess what? They integrate the other nations into that too as well. It's never just your day. Why Tom got to get off on Juneteenth?
So only us should be off on Juneteenth?
I thought that's what it was about. I don't celebrate, so I don't know.
I sure do take Columbus Day off, even though I don't
On top of that, it's put on the back burner because you got Father's Day tomorrow, and you got Pride Month that's taking over the whole damn
Within the same
whole
month.
damn thing.
You know what I'm saying?
But aren't we only celebrating Juneteenth because that's when they recognized it in Texas, even though it was already a thing way before that?
Look at my dude. All praise to the Most High. Yeah.
Okay, I got piercings too and tattoos.
You see, this right here was before I came into this truth. I didn't know nothing about it. I couldn't get tattooed. You know what I'm saying? And our forefathers, they had piercings in their ears. They even had gold teeth and diamond rings and chains on.
I don't disagree with that, but I was taught early on that Leviticus 19 and 28 don't make any piercings or cuttings in your skin for the dead. I don't know what that means.
Now, that's talking about, that's not for the, yeah, my grandma died. You know, she had earrings.
And I'm like, well,
Nah, they ain't do that.
Exactly. Because, like, my parents pierced my ears as a baby.
So look, the
And my dad
Canaanites,
is the
right?
one who told me that it's scripture.
These ancient Africans, right? They used to make they make cuttings and stuff. Scarification. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Tattoos, getting a rest in peace, granny. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that for the dead. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about piercings. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's talking
I
about.
tried to have that conversation when I was like young, talking about getting a tattoo. So he showed me that. I was
Yeah.
like, but you got my ears pierced?
So look, sister, I know all these things. We probably told you a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I hope we didn't lose you doing that. But Moses gave these scriptures was only given unto the Israelites. They're not called Americans. They're not called blacks. Their nationality, not just biblical, but archaeological, You know what I'm saying? Genealogy, biology, all the ologies. We are the Israelites, sister. All the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Most High said, you are not blacks, you're not Hispanics, you're not Native Americans, but you are the Israelites. So when somebody asks you your nationality, sister, your nationality would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Not a so not.
If I ever get asked that again, I'm gonna know what the answer to say.
What's that answer you gonna say?
I'm from Judah. I'm a Judah.
You're an Israelite.
I'm an Israelite.
From the where?
From the tribe of Judah.
That's right. Hey, clap it up for this sister, man. Hey, all praises. She ain't doing. And she learned. Hey, they gonna put you in the chat and all that. All praise to the Most High.
All praise. All praise.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna stop eating bacon, but
Hey, sister, hey, do you love the Lord?
I guess so. I don't follow the rules. Like, I ain't
Hey,
like,
hey, we all was sinners at one point in time. Hey, we was, huh?
That's why I was like, you can cuss.
Yeah, but hey, but don't be appropriate to foul language. I mean, don't be accustomed to that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I cuss, but I'm not sitting up here. What the effort of this and what the love of? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, shorty? Blah blah blah. I'm not doing all
Every
that.
now and then I'm out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's all right, but it's not like you're not accustomed to curse words. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're not making that a
conversation
without cursing. That's good. You know what I'm saying? Bring that out right quick. That 1 John, I think 2 and 3. Yeah, sister, cause look. I'm about to wrap it up. All right, hey sister, we about to wrap this up right now. All praises to the Most High. Now listen to this, sister, cause you, huh? Salakia. That's right. Says Saliki. All praises. She trying to learn though. All praises. So listen to this right quick, sister, before you go. Now, you gotta start eating that bacon. You gotta leave it alone, sister. You know why? Because that food was given to us in slavery. Our slave fathers didn't want to eat that. They didn't want to eat that.
But they learned how to make it delicious.
But then they turned into then that's what they did. They turned into a delicacy. All these food that was given to us in slavery, they turned around because our people the salt of the earth. You know what I'm saying? They make everything better. Even wickedness they do better than the damn heathen. You know what I'm saying? But we shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not on us to eat bacon because have you eaten bacon, sister? You ever heard of something called gout? Yeah, gout has these high chemicals in it that causes gout after a certain age. A pig eating shit.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They eat anything.
Hey, you are what you eat. So are you anything?
How did you find that video?
Are you?
Watch me.
Hey, well, then you heard. They be watching me through the spirit. Remember that, sister, when you gonna try to cook that pork.
I
Dookie.
will, and I'm gonna eat it real good.
The dookie.
I don't eat chitlins though. So.
You eating pig, and they eat dookie.
Yeah.
They eat dookie.
Yeah.
Are you what you eat, sister?
Allegedly.
You are what you eat.
I never turned into that peanut butter and jelly sandwich my granny said I would. Though.
You know what I'm saying? But you can live your life eating that pork, right?
That's a hard thing.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, so you don't be a pork. You know what I'm saying? Don't be porky. The pig. Eating the pig. That's madness. Because pigs eat pigs too.
I know.
But look.
Whatever's put in their spot
But don't you love God though, right? All praises. Now you say you love God. Now listen to this, because that's a commandment, right?
There's something about swine. I know. It's in there.
That's a commandment. You know what I'm saying? Bring it up.
The book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
That's the love of God. So it's the love of God if you keep his commandments, and if you don't keep his commandments, then this what it's going to be. This what this mean right here.
The book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments. He that saith I know him and keepeth not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
Don't be a liar, sister.
Ooh, I guess I can't say I know him.
Don't be a liar, sister. You know what I'm saying? Sister, hey, you gotta struggle patiently, sister. And then like I said, hey, these things been on our people forever. It's gonna take some time, sister. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take some time to break these things, but sister, pray to the Most High, repent. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what repentance is. You know what I'm saying? Turn away from that. Ask the Most High to take that from you. You know what I'm saying? And stop eating the bacon. Come out of that, sister. You know what I'm saying? But all praise to the Most High, sister. I don't know what that is.
I'm on Washington and yeah. They said don't be outside when it's dark. Then it's getting dark.
Yeah, sister. Hey, let me tell you, I'm letting you know this. It's not dark yet, so you got time.
I do?
Yeah, you got time.
I don't want nothing to happen to me.
Ain't nothing gonna happen to you, sister. You know why ain't nothing gonna happen? Because you with the Lord. All praise to the Most High.